Here we go!
Hey, what's up, Blue Blurs? Gamer Blake 90 speaking, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the recent freeze in my upload, though my last one was 4 days ago, which was the finale to my Sonic 4 Episode 1 playthrough, so it hasn't been that long, to be frank. But I have promised repeatedly I would go for daily uploads, and I have yet to make good on that promise, though I have been recording, even after my last upload. I just hadn't pumped anything out, as I want to ensure it as presentable as it can be. You might remember me being quite nitpicky about that. So, here we're going to be trying a completely different sort of video. You may remember my product showcases that I did for the Sonic bedding, the Sonic Yeezys, the Zelda jackets, tons of gaming related merchandise, in other words, I've been very fortunate to come across and add to my collection. Well, yesterday my family walked in carrying two of these on hand. The G-Fuel Peach Rings for Sonic the Hedgehog. A non-sugar energy drink, and bruh, oh my god. You probably can't see the whole can past the sunlight that's reflecting off of it. I have an open window in front of me, which is part of how my setup is so well lit right now. It's also when I'm recording during the daytime, which is far more advantageous than recording at nighttime, as I do not have a ring light, and the best substitute I have for that is a second cell phone with a flashlight. Nevertheless, this will be a new taste for me to look into. It says 0 sugar, performance energy, extreme focus. Bruh. For someone like me who puts out the kind of content that he does, extreme focus is something I need because I'll admit I get distracted a fairly decent number of times, in part due to demotivation from dissatisfaction of commentary retakes here and there, among, well, other reasons. But you're not here to listen to me rattle on about why my uploads are still so inconsistent. I mean, in comparison to the last few years, they're way more consistent. Still a step up the ladder, but still could use work. Anyway, we are going to be doing a taste test. Something I've never done before on this channel, as I never had plans to make a taste testing page out of it, you know? I guess first time for everything. And, well, of course, it has Sonic on it. Why would I not want to look into this? I know that they've been released for a handful of months now after G Fuel partnered with Sonic to pump out these bad boys, but I hadn't been lucky enough to find these on store shelves. I live in a very small town, so I don't have much in the way of that option, but as it turns out, I may not have looked hard enough because my family got me covered. They've been so supportive, and how could I not be thankful for that? Many thanks to them, and wow. I still find it hard to believe that I'm holding it. I know it's kind of weird to be nerding out over an energy drink of all things, but it has Sonic's face on it, and you know what kind of channel this is. You should have seen that coming. So, a taste test. Well, here we go. I've never had a peach flavored drink before, assuming it is peach flavored. Well, the smell of it is promising already. Okay. I've already had good feedback on how well this tastes, by the way. So I have high hopes going into this. And I'll try to deliver a well thought out feedback on how this drink tastes once I'm done with it. So here we go. Bro, it tastes a lot better than I thought it would. This is so darn good. They weren't kidding. They said, like, the smell of it, I was expecting a peach flavored drink, cause like the label on the can gave that away. And I was a little hesitant about that, considering that I never really thought highly of anything with the peach flavoring to it. I usually lean towards oranges, strawberries, apples, that kind of flavor for stuff like this, if you understand my meaning. So it was a first for me, and I was a little hesitant. Though I don't mind trying new things out once in a while, the taste will sometimes be against what I was expecting, and usually it leads to not so good results. But lately that hasn't really been the case, and I can just consider this one more example of how open my taste has become, it looks. But, dude. Okay, this is really, really good. Hard to tell, but it has zero sugar from how it tastes, but how would I describe the taste? I never really consumed much in the way of energy drinks. It was either Dr. Pepper or water. So an energy drink was not a terribly common item for me to pick up from any store. But this product delivers. G Fuel outdid themselves with this bad boy. Major props to them. I really love how. Let me get another drink this real quick. It feels like it's peach and something else is accompanying it to make it taste all that much better. Like, I've taken a few swallows of it already, and I already feel energized. It's kind of hard to describe, but God, that label wasn't kidding. It really does give you extreme focus. I suddenly feel a lot more enthusiastic than I normally am. That thing definitely has its impact on you the second you take your first sip of it. And as far as the taste of it goes, it's a lot better than I was expecting from an energy drink, as I've honestly never had an energy drink before. My variety of drinks tends to encompass orange juice, water. I never drink milk unless I eat it with cereal. And by the way, for those of you freaks out there that eat cereal without milk, what is wrong with you? So my first impressions of the G Fuel Peach Ring are overwhelmingly positive. The second I've taken my first few swigs of it, not only did it leave an incredibly good taste in my mouth, but all of a sudden I feel like my senses are razor sharp, or sharper than usual. It's not like they've ever been sluggish, but suddenly I feel ready to kick the day off. I guess that's how people feel when they consume Red Bull, which I'd heard so much about, but I actually never had a Red Bull myself. Still, if this is what constitutes an energy drink, I may need to try more of these. Though I've been warned to keep it to only one G Fuel Peach Ring per day, which I was going to do anyway, because the collector in me refuses to throw these candies away once he's done with them. I don't know how I'm going to use these to decorate my room, which that's highly unlikely, but I'll certainly keep them. I actually still have my old wrapper for the last Sonic Gumball Pop that I was lucky enough to snag off the ice cream truck before they got taken off stock. Most of them. Well, not taken off stock, but more like ran out of stock. They still have to restock, but when exactly that will be is anybody's guess. Regardless, my expectations were somewhere below average going into this, as, again, I never had an energy drink, I never tasted anything peach flavor, as it doesn't tend to be high on my list of preferable flavors, but it delivered. G Fuel made a fantastic product in these G Fuel Peach Rings for Sonic. If there was ever an appropriate product to represent the Sonic franchise with, this would definitely be it. And of course, the art on the can is spectacular. It's a little hard for me to be able to show it to you over the webcam, given the sunlight reflecting off of it, but I will try. Actually, let me try closing the blind for a bit. Maybe that'll help. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, but it's a little bit of sunlight streaming through, but way less, so hopefully that helps. The art is fantastic. Whoever did the art for these cans needs to get a raise. It definitely captures the image of Sonic in its entirety. It is awesome. It makes Sonic look just as energetic as the drink that you are about to consume. Perfect choice of render to go with for a design like this. But it feels like an interesting lighting effect was applied to Sonic through these bursts of white along his quills, his eyes, the majority of his body. I think it is to represent moisture, or somewhat like a shining aura from the energy coursing through Sonic after he's had a swig of this. I wonder what Sonic would think of this if he actually did take a drink. All in all, I love the choice of artwork, and oh yeah, I forgot to point this out, but the design of the rings right next to Sonic. You can't really see one of them very well because it's directly behind G Fuel, but there's a much bigger ring encapsulating it, and the detail on it is freaking awesome. Love how they went with the white effects to indicate the lighting flashing off of it. And of course, it's also a collection of rings around Sonic himself, because why wouldn't there be? Love this artwork. Speaking of artwork, I tend to retweet a lot of Sonic fan art on Twitter, so if you follow me on there, tread cautiously. Your timelines are gonna get nuked regularly. Well, to everybody who told me to expect great things from this drink, they were all right. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. This was fantastic. I'm gonna have to go out and get more of these. And you know, if I ever get enough of these cans to construct a tower out of them, you know I'm gonna post a photograph about it. Hold me to my word. But you probably won't even need to, because I'm gonna make sure it happens all the same. Well, if I had to rank this taste test out of 10, I would have to give it, I would have to give it 9 out of 10. The reason why I'm not giving it a perfect score is, again, peach flavors aren't typically my preference, although the way this drink turned out, I've been entirely willing to let that slide, and actually that's not really the fault of G Fuel as far as personal preferences go, because everybody's different in their own way, so I don't think it's fair to dock them a point for that. You know what? I'll go with 10 of 10. I just wanted to avoid such a scoring at first, because I didn't want to appear overly biased, which is probably an image that's hard to cast off, seeing as I'm so Sonic-centric that it's hard for me to not be excited about anything in regards to him. This taste test was excellent. I'm gonna have to hurry up and finish this bad boy before I get back to work on my content, because it's too good to pass up. I don't want to let this get warm either, because I don't like my drinks warm. Except for water, I can let it slide. Everything else, gotta be cold as an iceberg. But that's just me. Every time I take a drink from the peach ring, I feel like I literally just collected rings. Like there is this surge of energy that is sweeping throughout my entire body. And no, not anime-style energy like the Super Saiyan powers from the Dragon Ball series. I'm not that crazy. But it just, dude, you have to try it yourself to understand exactly what I'm saying to you. It's hard to put into words. It makes me a lot more excited to kick off the day. Makes me a lot more prone to being mobile, though I'm already regularly mobile as it is, as I don't like to sit for long. I think a better way to say it is that it enhances all of the stronger qualities that I already have. Being regularly mobile, razor focused, that really helps with that. So now I understand how people feel when they have to fall back to a Red Bull to start the day. The G Fuel Peach Ring surpassed my expectations, and I am extremely grateful to G Fuel for busting out this product and sharing it with us. It's definitely going to be one of their better selling products, I'm telling you. Maybe limited edition, but watch them make it a permanent addition to their store shelves. It's going to happen, especially with the recent success of the Sonic movie. They have no excuse not to. But there might be different factors going into the success of a distribution in energy drink products like this, so I wouldn't exactly be the guy to go to for that sort of thing. So I know that after I posted my photograph of the G Fuel Peach Rings on social media, that many of you were eager to see me give these things a spin and give my feedback on them. Well, there you have it. I don't really think my feedback was expansive, honestly. I'm not exactly experienced with giving in-depth critiques on how foods can be better made for the consumer to enjoy, drinks included. So unfortunately you won't find anything like that on this channel, but I thought at the very least I would describe how exactly these things taste and what sort of effect they leave on you. And of course, as this being an energy drink, some of you may have already made your own predictions as to what I would say, and you may very well be right. Again, well done to G Fuel. This product is fantastic. 10 out of 10, would recommend to anybody who watches this video. I think they're selling them online too, like they did around the time they first launched the product, so if I happen to find that website after I record this footage, I'll link it here. If not, well, but I highly doubt that there's no website for it, considering the time we live in. So yeah, stay tuned for my next playthrough coming up on this channel, along with whatever else I feel like pumping out once in a while. And I hope you're enjoying the content as much as I enjoyed making it. Until then, y'all take care of yourselves. See you next time. Peace out. Blue Blurs for life.